What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this meal prep slash grocery haul slash come shopping with me video. I'm gonna take you guys along with me as I pick up some things that I typically grab for the week to make myself some breakfast, lunch, and just healthy snacks along the way. Let's get inside. So starting off in the produce section, because veggies are essential, we are gonna grab some bell peppers. These really just add flavor to anything that you're cooking. Keeping it simple and picking up some spinach, you can't go wrong with it. I try to add vegetables to every meal, so this is gonna go in the breakfast scramble. This week I am running super low on time and energy, so I am keeping it super simple and doing a bagged power slaw. It's got broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, and kale, and it's very easy to just throw in your container, put a protein with it, and keep it pushing. Now when it comes to fruit, I love fresh blueberries. They're a great source of antioxidants, and when they're sour, it's just like, ooh, party in your mouth. So when it comes to meat, I try to keep it as lean as possible, either by going with the 99% lean or the 93. I don't see as big of one that I need in the 99%, so this week we are going with 93% ground turkey. Now when it comes to chicken, I try to stick to breasts. Occasionally I'll deviate and do thighs or legs. I usually buy in bulks. I do have some extra at home already that's frozen, so I'm not gonna pick up anything additional today. Okay, now let me put you all onto one of my favorite guilt-free sauces. This no soy teriyaki sauce and marinade is delicious, and it only has 15 calories per serving. Super low on the sugar side, super low on the carbs. I'll put it on my breakfast, I'll put it on my salads. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I try to put like one new thing in the cart each week. I've never seen these before or tried them, but I was walking by and they look delicious. I feel like they might be too hot, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. Moving into the dairy section, I like to do eggs and egg whites with my ground turkey in the morning just for some added protein. I already have eggs at home, so this week we're just gonna pick up some egg whites. Mission accomplished, got the groceries. I would tell you how much I spent, but I don't know if it would be an accurate amount because I have a good amount of stuff at home, so I didn't pick up everything, but if I had to guesstimate, I would say maybe like around $100, I would say $120 if I had to buy everything, but thank God I didn't. Let's get home and let's cook. So we are back from the store and ready to get cracking in the kitchen. First thing I'm doing is getting this rice cooker set up to go. It's gonna take about 40 minutes. I forgot to get broth. I usually like to put bone broth in my rice just to add a little bit of flavor and protein, but I forgot it at the store, so we're just gonna have to use water instead. I'm gonna do jasmine rice this week to add to a power slaw that I'm gonna do for lunch with a little bit of chicken on top. So in the meantime, we are going to prep everything else. For this breakfast scramble, we are first gonna get started with the fire on medium heat. We're gonna throw some olive oil in the pan to heat up. Then I always like to add some minced garlic to start sauteing my peppers and onions. I literally love going heavy on garlic. I feel like you could never have too much, honestly. It just adds flavor and it's actually good for you too. So this is nice and sizzly. We are gonna go ahead and add these bell peppers. Start to release the flavor. Let those simmer around a little bit. So I like to let this cook for about 2-3 minutes and then go ahead and add the meat. We're gonna open up this ground turkey, put it right into the pan, turn it over and hope that it doesn't splash everywhere. We're gonna get that in there, chop it up a little bit, and now it's ready for some seasoning. So I try to keep it light on the sodium, but if I am gonna use salt, I make sure that it is kosher salt. And I don't put too much in there because some of the other seasonings that I use have salt in them already. I'm just gonna do some garlic, some onion powder, some pepper. A secret I always like to put in my meats are smokehouse maple. This makes literally everything taste better. It's so good, it's so flavorful, very, very delicious. Try it the next time y'all go to the grocery store. And then of course, you can't cook anything without Old Bay. Shout out Maryland, shout out Baltimore. Staple in the house, never run out of it. It's like honestly illegal not to have it here in the house. So I always like to add a little bit of that. We'll go ahead, mix it around a little bit. And then while this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get the egg and egg white mixture prepped. So the egg mixture is very simple and straightforward. You're just gonna grab your eggs, your egg whites, put them in a bowl, mix them up, season them, and then add them to the pan. I like to use about like 1 egg per day, and then however many servings of egg whites for the day that I'm or for the week that I'm doing. So if I'm doing 5 days for the week, I'll do, let's see, a serving size is 3 tablespoons. So I'll do like 15 tablespoons of egg whites. So we now have our egg mixture that is ready to go. We are going to prime the pan with some olive oil. And put it in there, let that start to cook. And then while that cooks, we are gonna take some spinach and just put it over top of our ground turkey that is already cooking. Cover it and let it steam. And I like to turn the ground turkey off once I see that that real green color, that deep green is coming out of the spinach, because I don't want to cook it too much. I like to keep as much of the nutrients in there as possible, so I don't want to cook it down too much. So this is about the level that I like to try to go ahead and catch it and turn it off. Our egg whites are getting pretty fluffy right about now. I'm gonna go ahead and keep turning these and chopping them. I like to kind of keep them right around this level, because when I warm them up each day in the microwave, they're still gonna cook just a little bit more. So right about now is when I'll turn them off, chop them a little bit, and then go ahead and start to pack everything up. Now let's move over to the chicken. Like I said, I usually like to stick to breasts, but occasionally I'll try recipes that require something else. And so this week I have a compilation of breasts, legs, and thighs, because I tried a different recipe last week that required them. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I threw all of them in there together. I hit it with some seasonings. I also used like a French onion powder pack. What I'm gonna do is put the legs and the thighs in the oven, and I'm going to put the breasts over the stove and do those grilled. So we're just gonna let those get on there. I'm gonna cook it kind of low and just kind of let them cook for a while. So now as these are finishing up, I'm gonna go ahead and get the base of the bowls going. Like I said, I'm very lazy this week, and I'm just gonna do this power slaw. So I usually just take it, I'll throw maybe about half of it, a third of it, a third or half into whatever bowl that I wanna use. This really does fill me up. Like I've noticed, if I put a whole chicken breast on top and then I do this, it will fill me up. If it's above the portion size, because I think this one says there's 3.5 servings in each pack. So it's definitely above the portion size, but my golden rule is if you're eating healthy stuff, you don't really have to be worrying about like calories and your macros and things like that. That's my golden rule for myself. I also did this jasmine rice that I'm going to put over the top of it, just to get it a little bit heartier. So that is my lunch for this week, a nice power bowl chicken jasmine rice. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I prep breakfast and lunch each week. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and if you try either of the dishes, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Make sure to stay tuned for even more health, wellness, nutrition, and fitness.